Oh, wow.
Hello.
We're back. We
Look at
have
wait. Different background.
Thank you for finally noticing. Yeah, I didn't want to move from my bedroom today.
Fair.
Very valid.
So, podcasting in my bedroom.
Join the club.
Yes, yeah, it's a vibe today. It's a little dark.
It's cute.
Spooky.
It's moody. I like it. I like it.
It is, yeah. I mean, I've got the lights in the background. Like, it's all really cute. So I'm happy with it. But with that being said, hello, Europe, Australia, and the world. Welcome to the CUP ESC, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we put the real and the tea into ESC from top to bottom. Honey, I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I'm currently drinking a protein lavender lemonade.
Nice.
For reasons, because I wanted to. And I needed some caffeine and some protein because I've been working all day on this here podcast, and Sanremo's taken a lot out of me already.
Sanremo this year, it's a lot this year.
It's a lot this year.
It's a lot, but nothing at all.
Yeah, fully.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it.
I listened to the songs twice, and both times halfway through, I was like, I've lost all hope today. My car broke down.
I've
I'm
lost
empty.
all hope today. My car broke down. There is actually a drag race tie-in to Sanremo this year. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Okay, well, hola, I am Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk shit and get hit. I'm still drinking water because I'm still coughing like a woman that's been smoking cigarettes for years.
Oh, God.
Hello.
You have, I will say, you have no idea, but that hit home majorly just now. Oops. Sorry, go ahead, Lou.
Yeah, good. Hello, everyone. I'm Lewis. I'm the British representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk smack and get whacked. And
that was really good. That is the best one you've had in a minute.
Yeah,
all I did was copy and paste Eduardo.
You stole mine.
It's not stealing. It's just
it's plagiarism.
It's taking it and making it even better. That's all it is.
Hello.
No, despite everything we're saying, I'm excited to talk about Italy because I haven't had an opportunity to do that before now. Because I know how big fucking Sanremo is, and up to this here year, I've decided I really don't want to. There's too many songs. But you know, I'm committed this year. In fact, I've done quite well this year. I'm actually keeping up with everyone else, which is insane. Anissa, you
proud
should be
of
ashamed. You should be
proud
ashamed.
Of you,
I know.
Proud of you, Lou.
Anissa's trying to catch up.
I know.
She's
a busy person with a lot going on. But yes, we've got Sanremo to talk about. Happy Sanremo, everyone.
Happy Sanremo.
We are currently
flowers for everybody.
Flowers for everyone. Flowers
to everybody.
Flowers to you, and flowers to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, so we are currently filming this as night 3 is currently underway. The second half of the artists are currently talking, which means it's a great time for us to talk about our opinions of Sanremo this year. Because there are 29 songs. In the past years, we have covered all of the songs in these videos. And this year we decided not to go crazy. So we are going to be doing this video the same way that we did our Albanian review and the same way that we did our Croatian review. I don't even know if the Croatia review is up on the channel yet at this point.
Well, you'll find out.
Well, that's how we will do it.
Yes. If you saw the Albania video, basically what we did is we took our aggregated lists of our points and brought them all together tallied up the points, and we're going to be talking about our top 13 songs out of the 29 songs that are competing this year at Sanremo. I think we got, for the most part, all of the super the notable ones, the ones that people are talking about, the ones that have gotten, rankings from things.
Yeah.
Rankings from things.
Rankings for things and stuff and things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we're gonna talk about our top 13 songs and do all that lovely stuff. Before we do, though, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things Eurovision Song Contest. And across the Cup Network, we've got 4 channels where we cover almost all things, a lot of things. So make sure to check out the description below where you can find all of our audio podcast links, as well as our other channels for almost all things drag, TV, and WWE wrestling. And make sure to check out our Patreon as well. We've got a lot of fun Patreon content coming shortly. So thanks, period. So
Yay.
before we dive into our top 13, we have 4 songs that are going to be our honorable mentions for this list, simply because one or both of us gave it either 1 point or 2 points or 3 points. And our rankings will start with the songs that received 4 points, because there were 3 of them that tied. So, our honorable mention songs for Sanremo this year are Fedez with Batito, which received 1 point from Eduardo. We have Rocco Hunt with Mille Volte Ancora, which received 2 points from Lewis. We've got Willy Piote, Grazie Mano Grazie, which received 2 points from me. And Brush with La Donna del Gracchio, which got 3 points from Lewis.
Wonderful.
Lovely. I thought I'd be give. Can I say I know Fedez from X Factor Italia. I watch X Factor Italia semi-regularly, and Fedez. I haven't caught up, so I don't know if he's currently a panelist, but he has been a panelist in his lifetime, alongside Mika. Love Mika. I thought I'd have some bias towards Batito, so I'm shocked it's not on my top 10.
Yeah.
It was right outside of my top 10. Like, right around 9, 10 through, 15 were very, very close for me. Because overall, I will say, I don't think this is the world's strongest Sanremo, at least that I've covered. This is, I think, my 3rd Sanremo that I've covered for the Cup. It's not the world's strongest Sanremo, but I think a lot of songs were really, really good around that, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th for me personally. Fedez came in for me at 15th. I think the song is really good. There were just songs that I liked more. So.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. I did give it 1 point. Yay. Well, yeah, I like it. I agree with everything that you've said. I quite enjoy this song. I think it's haunting. I think it's pretty. I think it's dark. And yeah, it's dramatic. I enjoyed it. It's good. I don't know what else to say. It's good.
Yeah.
I think for me, I just found some of his vocal too shouty. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
Also, he's very pretty.
Oh, that's a common theme throughout a lot of this video, is that
Yes.
a lot of these people are very pretty. Yeah, Rocco Hunt, 2 points. I thought it was fine. I think the flow was good. I had some pitch issues with him, but I get why you gave it points, Lewis. It's very your 2 and 3 points, Lewis. I was like, yeah, nope, that tracks.
Yeah,
absolutely.
There was a few songs in this selection that were within the rap realm.
A lot more than normal, which I actually really enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Typically there is a kind of ballad. It's typically very ballad heavy and very dark pop heavy, which I do like.
Mm-hmm.
I really appreciate that we got a lot more rap. We got at least 1 female rapper again this year, which I did appreciate, and we'll talk about her later. shout out, and I want some retribution for Big Mama. Where's Big Mama?
Big
I would
Mama
like
was
more
wrong.
Big Mama.
Big Mama was
I would
wrong
like more
last
Big
year.
Mama. I don't know whether she wanted to compete this year, whether she submitted a song for Sanremo. I don't know. Point being, justice for Big Mama.
She should have just
That's
been
all.
on stage every single time. For
Big
every
Mama
single
should have been
performance.
hosting. Let's
She
be
should have
honest.
just been
Big Mama
standing
should have
there.
been
Should have been
hosting.
hosting.
I would have been so down.
Yeah, I love I mean, I love that song. There was like breakdown moments in Rocco's song that I really enjoy. My biggest issue, and it's such a weird thing to pick on, but like his on stage, like his mannerisms, like what he's doing with his hands, kind of throw me a bit.
Like this thing.
Like all of this stuff. It's giving me no. You know what it is? It's giving me really, really bad war flashbacks to Blanco. Not Blanco. No, not Blanca. No.
I was thinking
Mahmoud's partner.
Oh,
Blanco.
that's right.
Blanco. Yeah.
Blanco. Not to be confused with.
I heard Blanca.
Solo.
Yeah,
I
not
heard
to be
Blanca,
confused
and my
with
mind immediately went to Blanca Paloma with this
Oh.
movement of the hand.
Yeah, Blanco. Not to be confused with Blanca or Blanca Paloma.
Right.
Yeah. Oh Lord, I never wanted to think of that man again. Anyways,
yeah.
he looks like a serial killer.
Watch your flowers, everyone. Watch your flowers.
And then to round this one out, I gave Willy Peyote 2 points because I think the song is really catchy. He's not like of the group here, he's not the strongest rapper, but I do find the song really entertaining and fun. And that kind of gave it a little bit of a boost for me. So that's why I gave it points. So
okay. Honestly, I think I prefer the backup vocalist to Willy. I'm gonna be so honest.
Fair.
This song is just not for me. For me.
Fair.
I'm already not like a huge rap fan. I listen to some rap, but not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And so this was already just hard for me to really get into it from the beginning. I don't know. The chorus is kind of catchy though. I will give it that.
Yeah.
Lewis doesn't like it.
I don't. I really don't. I shadily put thank you, but no thank you. But that's just
great. Then we'll move.
No, I mean, I don't know. I listened to this before the other rap songs, so my takeaway was going to be that I just don't like Italian rap. But I'm glad to be proven otherwise. I think it's just wrong person for me. Like I'd probably appreciate this song even more if it was someone else. I just can't take Willy as a rapper seriously.
Well,
I don't know. Anyway, yes. Bresh. I gave 3 points to Bresh. I don't know. I think in terms of like songs that sound kind of folky, this is right up my alley. Whereas that's not usually a genre that I don't my heart isn't like folk isn't my biggest love in music. I think that's been on record a lot on this podcast where there's been a lot of folky country songs and I just didn't care for them. This one I enjoyed it. I love the vocal. Yeah, it's just a nice song. I really enjoyed it. It's not a lot that I said about this bit.
That's fair. Speaking of Bresh has the sadness in his eyes that you only see in Czech gay porn stars. Those eyes are so sad.
Okay.
But I'm seeing it look up at me
while
doing some wild
I know
stuff.
what videos you've been watching. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh,
Edward, let's say Edward's been hunting some type of videos online.
Yeah, I am hunting the Czechs. I am hunting the Czech people.
Can we move on, please?
Anyways, who cares? Anyways, I think he has a nice vocal and the instrumental is pretty. I just don't think like they both work together. Like the instrumental and the vocals don't perfectly gel for me. Yeah, that's about it.
I think we're good to move on.
All I wrote was lovely tone, boring song, so I think we can move.
Yeah, we can move.
So we're gonna start with the first of our joint 11th place songs because they all got 4 points. And what better way to start than Francesco Gabbani, Viva la Vita, received 3 points from Eduardo and 1 point from Lewis. Obviously best known amongst the Eurovision sphere for Occidentali Scarma.
Namaste.
No.
No, okay.
No, I'm not gonna. This song is not gonna namaste with me.
No. Oh, wow.
As the person that gave it no points, I will just say I did not find the song super compelling. I think he is a compelling performer. I think he's a great performer. I'm really happy to see him back at Sanremo. Ultimately, the song didn't really do anything for me, and it kind of floated to the middle of my rankings, as a lot of the powerful male ballads did.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's fair.
I mean, between the two of us, I gave it the least point, so I guess I'll go second.
Yeah.
No, I this song was something I wasn't sure of at the start, but then over time, Francesco turned it into something, and it's probably just the performer in him. I really, really appreciate Francesco as a performer. I mean, I just love this man, period.
Yeah.
So seeing Francesco in any Eurovision anything, it will make me happy. Yeah. What it is that seeing him perform this made me a whole lot more invested in the song, whereas otherwise I wouldn't be. I think it's perfectly solid. I think it's fair to say it's perfectly solid. A lot of what won me over here is just Francesco himself, watching him perform, because he gives so much. He gives so much to a performance.
Yeah, and I think that's also the thing that I liked about this song. When I went into the song, I immediately was scared because I do not really care for Occidentali Scarma. So I was like, I'm not gonna care for this song. I just know it. But then it started, and I was like, oh, this is very different from Occidentali Scarma, and I thought that he had really nice, interesting vocals, and I thought the instrumentals were really good. And yeah, normally this isn't a type of song that I would enjoy. But it's really well produced, and maybe it's my bias that I thought it was going to be bad, and then it was something that I kind of enjoyed that really made it go up in my rankings. So it kind of did surprise me. So I think it's good. I enjoyed the song. Yeah, I like it. Good job, Francesco.
Also tying for 4 points, coming joint 11th for us, is Come Cose with Cuoricini, or Little Hearts. And this received 4 points from just Eduardo.
Yay!
As I didn't give it points, so I will say I don't think it's a bad song by any means. I got very distracted by the female singer kind of having a lot of wardrobe malfunction throughout the entire performance. And mind you, I only watched the first night performances for this. So I only have that to go off of. Which is why there's a song that I probably would have ranked higher had she, had a better live vocal. I'm talking about Sarah. But in this case, I've liked Come Cose in past Sanremos that I've heard them in. I do think their voices sound really good, and so I was excited to see them back. This song just doesn't work for me somehow. I think their choreography was a little bit cheesy, and also I don't know why she's doing a heart over the right side of her body when that's not the side of the body that the heart is on. It really bugged me. It really, really bugged me. So yeah.
Maybe she thought that she was mirroring it and that she was doing it correctly, so that the camera, it was on the left, but it was actually on the right. I don't know.
I think we need an iceberg for reasons we don't like. I mean, Logan's particularly. We've got the sixth no, or the lack of a sixth no, and no thank you.
The fifth
and
no.
Oh,
It's
the
fifth no.
lack of a fifth
Fifth,
no.
lack of a fifth no. My bad. And then the heart on the wrong side. Listen,
Just reasons I don't like songs. Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
I'll have another great reason later on in this video for a song that I didn't
really-
give points to.
Oh,
I'm-
wonderful.
Yeah, I'm really not sure with this one. I love that it feels like they have themselves figured out. Like there's a concept of a theming going on. I love that. I just felt quite awkward watching this being performed. Like you mentioned, there were moments where she was fixing her dress, and because she was fixing her dress, it was disrupting her vocal. Beyond that, it also feels kind of like the song stays in one place for me. So yeah, that's why I've given it nil point.
This is all absolutely fair, and I understand. The reason why I did like it is because this Sanremo is just filled with a lot of songs that I normally would not care about. There's a lot of male ballads, there's a lot of rap, there's a lot of mid-tempo songs, and all of those are not normally the type of music that I tend to listen to. So I was struggling quite a bit while listening to Sanremo this time around. And so when this came on, I was kind of sold immediately. It's very different than everything else that we have in Sanremo this year. I think both of their vocals are mostly good. Yes, the female vocalist, had some issues, but I understand why she did. I don't know. I will always appreciate an up-tempo song in Sanremo, especially this one this time around. And I really appreciate this one. I respect this song quite a bit for doing its own thing, and I think it did it well. Yeah, I think overall it's a song that I quite enjoy. I also really enjoy the scream that the woman does at the beginning. I thought that was good. Yeah, it's just different, and that's why I like it.
Fair.
Fair enough.
Completely fair. Completely fair. And moving to our last song in joint 11th place, we have Simone Cristicchi, Quando Sarai Piccola, getting 4 points from Just Me. And it is worth noting that he did come top 5 in both night 1 and night 2 of Sanremo. Night 1 being 100% press jury voting, and night 2 being 50-50 radio jury and televoting.
I love the sentiment behind the song. I was watching this on YouTube. I decided to go one day into the YouTube comments, and I got a good feel for what the song's about by reading those comments. I don't know if it's a me thing. I probably would have much preferred this song on a different voice. A voice that probably has a bigger range than Simone has. I'm really not sure if that's fair to say, to be honest. But because of how bassy it was, it just got lost on me.
Yeah. Well, this song exists. That's for sure. I don't know. This is just not for me.
You don't like a male ballad. I get it.
Yeah, and also it feels like he's talking more than he is actually singing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Maybe that's the problem that I have with the song. I don't know. And I also think the problem that I have with it is that I know that the bookies are predicting this to win Sanremo, and so I was expecting it to be good, and then I listened to it, and then I did not care for it. So maybe that's also something that kind of ruined my perception of it.
I can kind of understand why it's a favorite within Italy, because they get an understanding of what it's about.
Yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, I know some words. That's it.
So you watched it on YouTube. What did you watch it on?
I also watched it on YouTube. I just didn't read the comments.
Thanks Eurovision World for having a full translation of the lyric on the page, which is why I always use Eurovision World. Shout out to Eurovision World. I genuinely think that's probably why I gave it points. I find this song absolutely gorgeous. I think it is maybe one of the best lyrically written songs this year. I completely agree with you though, Lewis. I actually wish it was a different vocalist. I don't mind that he is kind of talk singing a lot of it. Personally, I don't mind that, but I think someone with a wider range might actually, you know, have it could bring the song to a different level, which is why it only has 4 points for me. But I can't deny that I think the song is absolutely gorgeous. I think his vocal is a little bit shaky throughout the first half of the performance and then really picks up towards the end. I think he gains a lot of momentum. I think he shakes up there. I think there's a little bit of nerve there. And the back half of the performance, I think, is absolutely gorgeous. Would I be upset if this won Sanremo? No, I just think there are better. Mind you, I am looking at this from the lens of this song is the song that wins is likely to go to Eurovision. So I'm looking at it as a Eurovision fan, and I know that Italians are not looking at it as that. So I understand why he's very, very high in the odds and in the ratings overall. I don't think this is the best song that could go to Eurovision for Italy this year.
Right.
That's what I'll say. But I really love this song. I think the sentiment is absolutely gorgeous. And I would encourage both of you to check out the lyrics in full because I think, the song is absolutely gorgeous.
All I understood from the YouTube comments was something around the topic of Alzheimer's.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's the title of the song translates to When You'll Be Little. So the whole song is basically about him and a parent, and like the journey of going from child with parent taking care of them to child taking care of the parent. Like my favorite line in this, and I think it's gorgeous. I'll prepare food for dinner, me who can barely make it. I'll repeat your name to you 1,000 times until you'll remember it.
Oh, fuck.
Like, okay, it's absolutely stunning. It's absolutely it is in my opinion like the absolute best.
And that's why I say I don't know if it's fair for me to say I prefer as much as I'd prefer a different vocalist, I don't know if it'll have the same
it's
touch
not
as
gonna have the same.
This is so personal to Simone. It's a difficult, I don't know.
Yeah. It's gorgeous, though. I absolutely love this song. I absolutely love this song. Whew. Let's move to our 10th place overall, receiving 5 points from just me. It is Joan Thiele with Echo.
There's something very wild west about this.
Yep, so you understand why I like it.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
I actually quite enjoy it though. It wasn't far out my points at all. In fact, 12th. So not far out at all.
Great. I'll take that.
I've lost my commentary. Yeah, her playing the electric guitar herself does so much for the performance. Yeah, I didn't have much to say on this. I really enjoyed it. I just there was some I don't know what I didn't like about it. There was something I didn't like about it. I don't know. Maybe I needed something better. Maybe, I don't know. Sanremo's going to be very restrictive, and maybe I'd enjoy it a lot more in a Eurovision stage. I don't know.
That's fair. This is another song for me that I really appreciate, but I don't really particularly care for that much. I agree with you, Lewis. When she plays the guitar, I think that's a good moment that she has. But I personally just wanted a little bit more from the song. I wanted either more drama or more dynamics from it, because I think her vocal is really, really nice. And I also really enjoyed the breakdown. It's just kind of missing this X factor to really make it amazing for me to really, really enjoy it. But I really appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah, I think it, like, the vibe of this song is really what elevated it for me. I think it's completely different from everything else we got this year at Sanremo, and so I think that that definitely added to my enjoyment of it. Her vocal is really cool. I don't know whether this is her first Sanremo, but I don't recognize her from a previous Sanremo. So if it's her first, I hope it is the first of many, because I think her vibe is really cool. Her low register is just as cool as her high register, and the way that she kind of floats between those two throughout the song, I really enjoy. That wild west vibe that you were talking about, Lewis, I absolutely agree. I think it's really, really cool. There's a good, like, soft moment towards the end of the song that I also really enjoyed. Overall, I think it's a really cool song. Like, cool is just the word I would use to describe it.
I also love how she brings out the finger gun at the end.
Boom, 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 boom. I love it. I'm
like,
so
if that's not Wild Wild West, I don't know what is.
So cool. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, she's really cool.
Yeah. Cute.
All right, moving to our 9th place overall, we have Serena Brancale with Anema e Core. Jesus Christ. I can speak today, I promise. Serena. The song title translates to Heart and Soul. This got 9 points overall from us, 6 points from Eduardo, and 3 points from me.
And nothing from me.
No.
I really, really wanted to enjoy this, but I don't know. I really wasn't sure here. I felt something was lacking. I thought this was a song that could maybe do with a better, like a call and response moment.
Sure,
that's fair.
I think there was a lot going. I mean, it's definitely dynamic. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. But there was like no part of the song that I truly felt there was no significant part of the song that I was truly invested in. I don't know how else to say it. It's a song that I really wanted to enjoy, and unfortunately it fell short of that.
I find her so charismatic. I think from the song itself, she's Italian American, which also, like, I think is really cool, because there are several points in the song where she says Italo Americano. So if she is, work, diva. But yeah, I think she's so charismatic. She's got such great presentational skills for this song. The vocal was a tad shaky at moments, and I definitely recognize that. But I think overall the song is very fun. It was completely different from anything else we got at Sanremo this year. I love having the on-stage percussion element, and having her really be a part of that. I think the live orchestra really aided with her on that too. Now that you're talking about this call and response idea, Lewis, I absolutely agree with you. I think some sort of like call and response, or even like how they have those, I don't know what the machine is called, but where you can echo yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I think something like that would have been really, really cool here. But overall, the vibe is cool. This is also like somewhat performed in the Bari's dialect of Italian, which I also think is a really cool touch. So, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with a lot of what you said, Logan. I think she's so charismatic, and this one's so different in such a good way. It really stands out because of how different of a sound it is. For me, the percussion is so good, and it goes really well with like the violins and the guitars that the orchestra is playing. This is just right up my alley. Like, it's just authentic and very unique. And in this lineup, it really stood out for me. It's just a song that I would I would go out of my way to listen to this song, and I would put this on my playlist. Overall, I think this, yeah, overall, they think this is just a really, really successful song and a really successful package. But now that you mention it, yes, I do think that a call and response moment would even elevate it even more and make it even better. So if she does go to Eurovision, maybe she can think about doing that at some point. But I already think that it's a good song.
Hashtag revamp.
A small revamp with
Again, and she's not a name I recognize from any past Sanremos personally. That's just me. I hope it's the first of many for her, because I think she's
absolutely
super dynamic.
I think
and gorgeous. Can we talk about that?
Oh,
too?
so pretty, so pretty.
Yes, God.
Oh my god.
Well, coming in 8th place overall in our rankings is former San Marinese Eurovision representative Achille Lauro. This year with Incoscienti Giovani, or I don't remember what the song translates to. Hold on.
Innocent
Reckless Youth.
Reckless Youth. Oh, that makes sense.
This got 10 points from us overall, and 10 points came literally just from Lewis.
Okay, so let's talk about this because
let's talk about Achille Lauro.
Yeah, I think you dislike it more than I do. I think you should go first, and then I go after you.
I simply put just do not care for this man. I did not care for him with Stripper. I did not care for him in this performance. I will say I like this song more than Stripper. I think this is so much better. I think his vocal sounds very lovely. I think he performed this very well. I did not understand the costuming. I did not understand the lyrically. I didn't get it personally, and I did look up the English lyrics because I wanted to see what the translation was. I just don't care for this song, and I just don't care for this man.
Well, get you a man that can do both, honestly.
And I will say he has also come top 5 both night 1 and night 2. So
unfortunately, I can kind of see why. As I said, get you a man that can do both. Get you a man that can do, Innocenti Giovani and Stripper at the same time. But speaking of, comparing this to Stripper is absolutely wild. Widely different songs, and I agree with you, Logan. This is much better than Stripper. But that bar isn't particularly high either. This is yet another song that I respect a lot, but in the sea of male ballads, it just fails to stand out for me, unfortunately. Like, it's still good, and there's still something here to enjoy, and I understand why people like it. But there's just a lot more other songs that I enjoy more than this one. And so it just falls in my rankings. I do love the saxophone, though. The saxophone is good. Whoever is playing that sax, good for you. You're doing amazing.
I want you to do a male ballads tier list at some point. Anyway.
I'm down. Honestly, I'm down.
I would love that.
I want to know where you got the English translation, because I've just looked at Eurovision World and they don't have it.
I follow Festival de Sanremo on Twitter. So that's where I have it.
Oh,
interesting.
Here, I'll send it in our.
Yes, please do.
Yeah,
there's no way. I watched this and I had to do a double take. I was like, there's no way this is the same man that did Stripper. There's absolutely no way that's the same person. This is such a fucking huge contrast. And I fucking hate his like a lot of us here on the podcast. But I fucking loved it. I mean, this is my brand of music. So I'll give it that. I love a ballad. I was not expecting a ballad from the guy that made Stripper. I feel like
absolutely wild.
I don't want to say his music's matured because that just feels harsh. But sure, it has. Okay, yes, could use more performance elements, could be better visually, but I think with a song like this, I don't think it's impossible. I think especially moving from this stage to Eurovision, I think that's definitely something that can be worked on.
God forbid this man go back to Eurovision.
Oh Lord.
Second on the poll. I don't know about odds, but second on the Eurovision World Poll. Let me have
Jesus Christ,
someone look
Elodie.
up the odds right now.
I'm
I
on
mean,
it.
I guess I prefer this over Simone. but-
Okay, he's fifth.
Okay.
He's fifth in
Okay.
the odds. And quite honestly, I would be fine with any of the four above him going over him.
I don't know. I think he has a clear vision for where he wants this song to go. I do love the sax outro. Yeah, I think more than anything, I was stunned that I was getting this from Achille Lauro. Yeah, loved it.
Lovely. So, moving into our seventh overall, this is the first song and the first of only 4 songs in all of Sanremo that all 3 of us gave points to. Coming 7th overall in our rankings is The Kolors, Tu conci fai l'amore, or Who Do You Make Love With? This received 1 point from me, 5 points from Eduardo, and 6 points from Lewis. I'm really happy to see them back. Especially because I loved Un ragazzo, una ragazza from last year. It's still a song that I frequently listen to. I really, really enjoy it. So I was really happy to see the Kolors back. And I think they closed out night 1 very, very wonderfully. The vibe is great. The song is great. The vocal is great. The lead singer is hot. It gave me everything I needed. So, hey, period.
Yeah. I agree with a lot of that. Honestly, I kind of love this song. Yet again, first things first that I wrote down was very pretty, man. Secondly, I quite enjoyed this funkier beat, and the chorus is also really, really good. The vocals are good and fun. Like it, I just had a great time listening to this song. I do think that this is better than Un ragazzo, una ragazza. But maybe it's a little less memorable. I constantly do like I remember the beat from Un ragazzo una ragazza, and although I like this song better, I don't know if I will have that same connection with it. But I honestly don't really care. I still really enjoy this song, and I think it's good. I had a fun time with this one.
Yeah, love it. Pop. Lead singer can work a fucking camera for his life. I love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's sonically amazing. Vocals were great. Yeah, and it's easy to get into. So, you know, it's a nice all-rounder song.
Solid, for sure.
Solid.
Let's go to our joint 5th, as we have 2 songs that tied for 5th. The first of which being Clara with Febbre, or Fever. This song got 14 points overall from us, 4 points from Lewis, and 10 points from me.
And none for me. But that doesn't mean I don't like it. I do like this song. I do like this song quite a bit. Unfortunately for Clara, Dimenticarsi was one of my favorites from last year. So even though this is still good, comparing this to Dimenticarsi, it unfortunately falls a little bit for me. I still think her vocals are great and that her range is beautiful. It's overall like a really successful song. It's just that having known her past work, like, I don't know. Normally, my bias is for someone when I already like some of their songs, but unfortunately for Clara, this worked against her. But yeah, I like this song. It just unfortunately did fall out of my top 10. Like it's my, I think, 12th or 13th. I still like it.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I really liked this song sonically, but I think it could be reworked or revamped a bit. I'm really not sure on the presentation, unfortunately, though. I just think with a song like this, like what what it sounds like and what the sound Clara's trying to go for, I think it calls for more of a performance, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was also a really big fan of Dimenticarsi last year, so I was very happy to see her back. Obviously, I gave this 10 points. I think this is a spectacular song. A lot of what it comes down to for me is I think her flow in the rap moments of this song is some of the best rapping we have at Sanremo this year. And there's a lot of not good rapping this year.
Oh yeah.
I just think like her flow is so good, and then on top of that, the vocal is really good. And there weren't a whole lot of songs overall where both the vocal and the rap was really good. So I really appreciated that. This had a little bit of that disco vibe, similar to what we got with Dimenticarsi, and so I really did appreciate that. She looked stunning. This gown was simple but wildly effective. I would love slightly different staging. I think some kind of additional element on the staging would really improve the performance overall. Because I think her vocal is there, the stage presence is there. She knows where she's at. She's done Sanremo before. I think last year might have been her first Sanremo, if I remember correct. I could be wrong. I was really, really impressed with this song overall. I think she did a great job.
Good job, Clara.
Work, Clara.
Slay.
And tying for fifth with Clara is Olly with Balorda Nostalgia, also getting 14 points. Funny enough, getting both 7 points from me and Eduardo.
So
and
I
none
guess
from Lewis.
Yeah, nothing from me. I guess I'll start then. Yeah, I had so much conflict with this song. It started off soft and I loved it, and then it got a bit intense and I was thrown a bit, and then I started liking it, and then by the end I wasn't sure. That's my journey with this song.
All right.
Yeah, I think the changing of the tempo really. I don't know. It irritated me as a listener, unfortunately.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's all I can say on that. That's all it is. If it had stayed in the same tempo, I probably would have appreciated it a lot more. Not I don't know if tempo is right, but like the change in intensity and yeah.
Okay. Also, I am happy to report that the top 5 rankings just came out for night 3, and Olly was named top 5 of night 3.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
And of the top 5 there, only there's 2 other songs that we have ranked whatsoever that made the top 5 of night 3, being Come Cose and Francesco Gabbani. So good for them as well.
Good on you, Francesco.
I really, really enjoy the song. First and foremost, shocking to nobody, he's hot. And that's actually the last time that I'll be saying that in this video. Because it's the last man that we're going to be talking about.
This is the last man we're talking about.
It's kind of Italian country, and I'm here for it. Like, I really liked it. I think his low register is really sexy. Like, sexy is just the word for me to describe it. The camera work with the split screens. He did a little bit of split screen work, and there were a couple people that did a lot of split screen work with the camera, and I think he did it really, really well. There's an a cappella moment towards the end of the song for a couple of bars that I think really, really adds to the song. Overall, it's a really, really great song.
Yeah, I agree. Also, I didn't know Olly was Italian. I thought he was Estonian. Anyway,
Boo!
Wow.
Wrong Olly.
Boo!
Wrong Olly.
Boo!
That's Olly with a IE, right?
IE, yeah.
Yeah.
Lewis, you do worse than this one. Don't start with me. Do not start with me.
What? Whenever I'm sorry, pull it one time that I was worse than.
I have so many options
Right.
to count.
Sure.
Your entire game, anyways. Aesthetically, also, he gives me the vibe of a Benson Boone, and I don't know why.
It's the
Hi,
mullet. I
Benson.
can tell you exactly. It's the mullet with the high fade. That's exactly what it is.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. This was just good. It's dramatic. Like, I don't know. I agree with you. He's sexy, and that lower tone is sexy. It just it makes me feel, which normally is the problem that I have with this type of songs. His vocal, I think, is really successful as well, and he projects emotion really well. Yet another song that, like, there are several songs that gave me chills, and this is one of them that did make me feel chills all over my body. So I think this is a really successful song. I found myself enjoying my time while listening to the song. So good job, Olly.
He's also currently third in the odds, so that's fun as well.
I'd be okay with him going to Eurovision.
I would be more than okay with him winning. Yeah. Period. All right, moving to our fourth overall in our rankings is Noemi Settina Muori Muori. If you fall in love, you die, I think is what it. Yeah, if you fall in love, you die.
Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's, everyone. That's nope, I'm not gonna go there. This received 10 points from Eduardo, 8 points from Lewis, and no points from me, though I do think it's a really, really good song. I also want to note that this is co-written by Mahmood. And it's,
that's why I like it.
Yeah,
this is why I like it.
There's the stamp of Mahmood has been put on this song.
Mm-hmm.
I think what does this song the absolute best for me is her vocal.
Mm-hmm.
Her vocal is so cool. I was really happy to see her again this year at Sanremo as well. I've liked songs that she's done in the past. This ended up like 15th in my ranking, so it wasn't super far off from my top 10 either. Her vocal is just kind of what carries the song, and I kind of wish that the song had a bit more dynamic to kind of match her natural growl and just how powerful her voice is. I do really like the soft moment that we had towards the end of the song. I don't think it's a bad song at all. It just didn't, unfortunately, make my top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my god, what happened there? I love this. This is not a voice that I would usually expect from a female vocal. But I loved it. Love the raspiness of her voice. There's an interesting blend of orchestral power ballad rock, and I love that. It had a right combination of soft moments and power moments. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this.
Yeah. I'm just gonna beat a dead horse here. This growly voice that she has is so cool, and I quite enjoy it when I find women that sing in this like gravelier voice, in this growl. I think it's wonderful. I also think she's really pretty, and this gown, night one, this gown, damn. This has a really nice and really pretty piano intro. I also like, you can hear the emotion in her voice as well, and it's dramatic. This song flows well. This one gave me chills as well, like the first time that I listened to it. I think this is a really, really successful ballad, and everything about it works together, and it does everything that it wants to do successfully. So definitely one of my favorites. I adore this song.
Period.
Yay.
Period.
Moving
into our top 3 songs. These are songs that receive points from all of us in some capacity. And third overall in our rankings with 20 points total is Elodie with Dimenticarsi, alle, sette. Forgetting after 7, I believe, is forgetting at 7 is the title. This song received 2 points from Eduardo, 6 points from me, and 12 points from Lewis.
Yay. Yeah. I should probably start, no?
Well, I was going to say as well, this is the song that actually has a Drag Race tie-in.
Really?
Because in the music video, this was the first song I heard anything about in Sanremo this year, because I saw the music video that she put out. which features Sipario from the most recent season of Drag Race Italia.
Oh.
And during Sanremo Night 1, the host and the producer of Drag Race Italia announced that we are getting season 4 of Drag Race Italia.
Yay!
I, for one, am very excited about that. So,
Wonderful.
Elodie,
Anyways,
the ally you are, work, bitch.
thank you, Elodie. If you want to see us cover that season of Drag Race, you can
We will be.
go down in the description below. Anyways, okay, so I like this song. I quite enjoy this song. I think it has a really dramatic intro, and I think the vocals are really beautiful. She has a really nice tone and range. The resting of the hands on the mic, I thought was really cunty. I really like that. Honestly, like I don't know. It's just like a good song, and it does everything well. It's dramatic. It's beautiful. It's pleasing. It has polish. It's a good song overall. I just have some songs that I prefer over this one. I also did hear a little bit of that tattoo inspo in the instrumentals near the end. But that's still a good thing. I still enjoy that. This is a good song. I like it. I like it. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, this was a song that immediately I was hooked on. I think the beat is super cool. The vocal is great. She, like, the entire vibe of the situation is so sexy, and then she's talking about her partner walking out on her and like basically cheating on her is kind of the vibe that I got from the song. Like, lyrically it's so good. It's very catchy. The repetition of Dimenticarsi, alle, sette. My Italian's not great. But the repetition of the title towards the end, I think, really, really works. There's just a smoothness and a really cool vibe about this song that I really, really enjoy. So I'm glad we all gave it points, and it's as high as it is in our overall rankings. And a lot of that has to do with Lewis. So thanks, Lou.
I fucking loved this, and a lot of it is performance. Absolutely, it is performance. She's so fucking fierce. I love it. I do think a revamp won't hurt this, even though it's my favorite. I think a revamp would be great here. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's something about Elodie's mannerisms when she's performing that I love. I also mentioned the limp wrists over the microphone. I really fucking love that. Yeah, she gave such a performance, and she just stayed rooted to one spot, and that's incredible. Sonically sound, vocals sound. There's something quite Lazara meets Loreen about her, and I love that. Yeah, chef's kiss. I adore this song, and I'd be very, very happy if it got sent.
Well, obviously, it was your favorite.
Yeah.
Period.
I'm also shocked that this is my favorite, because this isn't usually my
No, I was
blend.
genuinely really surprised and happy to see that. So
yeah.
Period. Our runner-up overall in our rankings this year is Rose Villain with Fuorilegge, or what is it? Outlaw, something like that. Fuck, I don't know. Outlaw. It is Outlaw.
Perfect.
We giving 23 points overall from us, 7 points from Lewis, and 8 points each from me and Eduardo. So we all had it literally in our top 5.
Yay.
Oh yeah, that means I start.
That does indeed mean you start. Yes.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I think it has the right amount of dynamics to it. Love her. Again, she has a presence. There's not much going on the Sanremo stage. I think Sanremo is too restrictive for a song like this. I think there's so many ways that I can see this being jazzed up in time for Basel if it does get sent, and I think it will really work on the Basel stage. Yeah, the vision's there. She looks incredible.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I loved this. Yeah.
Yeah, just having Roosevelt back feels good. It feels good.
She's been here before.
Roosevelt
That makes
back.
sense.
Yeah, she was last year. Had another one of the songs that I really liked after Sanremo happened, Click Boom is still on my shuffle very frequently.
Yeah, Click Boom is a really good song. And this song is also great. Her voice is just great, and we already knew this from before. But like, I just love the violins in the song mixed with the more electronic sound that we have. The posing is also great that she does while performing. This song just really works for me. Everything about it is just so good, and it all works together. For me, it's just a really, really successful song and a successful package. I don't know what else to say. I just really enjoyed my time listening to this song, and I love Rose Villain, so I would be very happy if Rose Villain went to Eurovision and if she won Sanremo.
Yeah, I don't know that necessarily the odds will allow for her to win. I don't know how high up she is. She's 16th in the odds right now. I don't think she's going to win necessarily. I absolutely love this song though. I love the way that it starts off very soft, and then when we get to the Fuorilegge line in the first chorus, you kind of get that little like boost of energy in. It's so fun. That change in dynamic really, really works for me. The electronic beat behind all of it really works. There is a little bit of like a country-ish kind of twang to some of the music, and I really enjoyed that. Her soft falsetto in the last bridge is my absolute favorite part of this song. It just works. I want to see this on a bigger stage with a bigger presentation. Like I think this song deserves a bigger presentation. I don't think she'll get it. But I'm really, really happy to see Rose Villain again, and I think she is someone we could see represent Italy in a future Eurovision situation. Yeah. I think her time is coming.
Yeah, this is like pageants, like drag pageants. You don't win your 100%. First one. You have to do several Sanremos before you win and you get your dues.
Unless you're Mahmood and then you just win 2 out of nowhere.
Yeah. But that happens in pageants as well. So
it sure does.
He's the exception to the rule.
He's the Vanessa Van Cartier of Sanremo.
Fully, he's the Vanessa Van Cartier. If you don't know drag, we are so sorry.
Oh, and by the way, the channel is gay, so if you have a problem with it, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're all queer here.
Literally, we got a homophobic comment the other day, and I was just like, the fuck?
Oh, where?
Poland.
That's wild.
That's crazy.
That's
your Vision fans being homophobic.
Anyway, let's move to our number 1 song overall for Sanremo this year, and that is Giorgia, La Cura per me. This song got 29 points overall from us, 5 points from Lewis, and 12 points each from me and Eduardo. Is anyone surprised? No.
No.
Again, my brand of music. However, I don't know. I wasn't really sure of there was like a change of direction in the middle section, and then it turned back around towards the end. But that change of direction threw me through a loop. Again, but towards the end, when it turned back around, I was pulled back in. But I don't know. I think I will absolutely need to re-listen to this one. Because it's one of those that I am now see. I now see the songs that grow on me before I actually get there. I am like, okay, this is one of the this is going to be one that I love in like 2 weeks time. But right now I'm not fully there yet. Yeah.
I'm gonna let Eduardo. I think you should go next.
Okay, that's absolutely okay. I think this is a beautiful song. It has a beautiful piano, and the vocals are just as beautiful. The violins are also really elevating this song as well. It's so dramatic. I keep saying beautiful, but that's just the word that just keeps popping up. This one made me feel. This song made me feel something. I had this one was the first one that I was like, oh, I got chills listening to this one, and it's the one that I had the biggest reaction to while listening to it. It's super dramatic, and you can hear the emotion in her voice. It feels very authentic and real, and it's very polished. The bridge, I think, is amazing. This was up there for me. Like, of course, this was my favorite. Like, I love it. I love it, honestly, because everything about it just works so well, and it does it with a great amount of polish. Like, even the conductor was living when the song finished. I love this song a lot, a lot.
This song hit me like a ton of bricks because it's very, very in tune with a lot of what I personally have going on in my life. This is the first song in this entire Eurovision season that I cried listening to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I genuinely absolutely love this. I think this could win Eurovision, not only Sanremo, but I think this could win Eurovision. I'm really happy that she got top 5 on both night 1 and night 2. I think that's giving me a little bit of hope that maybe she might actually pull out a win. I think if this song does not go to Eurovision, I think it's a goddamn shame, honestly. Mm-hmm. I think she is absolutely stunning. No notes. This is an absolutely perfect song in every shape and form. Mm-hmm. And I'm really happy she's back this year. She's spectacular. And then on top of that, for covers night, she's singing one of my favorite songs with one of my favorite people from Sanremo in the past. So that even makes it better.
Yeah. Right. Am I thinking the same?
She's doing Skyfall tomorrow night with Annalisa. So like,
Skyfall with Annalisa.
That's
Do you know what the original was going to be? Do you know what the original was planned to be? They originally was going to do. It was still going to be with Annalisa. They originally were going to do "Stay" by Rihanna.
That would have also been amazing.
Skyfall. I'm actually kind of happy it's Skyfall.
I would have been I mean, either way, I'm still excited.
I would have been living either way.
Oh yeah, no. The two that I'm most excited for covers night are obviously Giorgia and Annalisa, and then Clara's performing with Il Volo, and they're doing The Sound of Silence, and I'm really excited to see that.
That's gonna be wild.
Because I have made it very known on this podcast, I fucking love Il Volo. Capola Voto was one of my favorite songs from Sanremo last year. Like, I still cry listening to that song. And Giorgia is currently, I believe, second in the odds. So yeah, she's currently second in the odds. So I'm holding out hope. Yeah, so right now in the odds, it is very, very close between first and second, being Simone Cristicchi and Giorgia. Olly is currently third in the odds, with Fedez in fourth and Achille Lauro in fifth. And then it kind of drops off from there. So, but yeah, that is what we thought of Sanremo 2025. We've got covers night tomorrow night, and then obviously the final will be on Saturday, so we will know who's going to win. Thank you, Sanremo, for being very succinct, very cute, very lovely 5-day period, and not making us wait months and months and years to get something from you. But that is our thoughts on Sanremo. So thank you for joining us. If you've not already, subscribed, because we're here covering almost all things Eurovision in this lovely Eurovision season. Let us know all your thoughts on Sanremo down in the comments below. Who would get your 12 points? All that lovely jazz. And make sure to check out the description below, where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social media, and where you can get your merch. I don't have my cup mug with me, nor do either of the other people here, but you imagine that there's a mug here. I'm not going to superimpose it in post. I don't have the time for that. LanaGcreations.etsy.com. Check out our merch, all that lovely stuff. With all that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers.
Cheers. Yay.
I don't know why I did